Hello everyone, this is Esperanza Walsh, and this is Art from the Heart, St. Augustine's Church. And we are still in lockdown because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and we are still on the subject of roses. For today's session, we are going to paint this type of rose, and I will walk you through how to do it. Let's start. Okay, the color I've chosen for this one is orange, but we can choose a different color if you want. It's actually up to you. For the purpose of this session, I will continue to use orange for these roses. Now we don't need a pencil for this one because we will not be doing any sketch. Okay, so if you're ready with your brush and paint, we shall start. Okay, the first thing to do would be to just paint a dot somewhere on the page where you want the center of your rose to be. And then from that dot, you paint a small spiral. And then around that small spiral, you paint petals. And the petals would be of different sizes. The petals closer to your small spiral would be smaller. And as you go further away, they become bigger. Okay, getting there. Oh, there we go. It's now becoming bigger. And even bigger. And I'm not just referring to the petals, but for the whole rose itself. So here, okay, let me just turn it a bit. Okay, so I can paint the petal here. So I can paint the big petal here. Okay, there we go. And then from here, another big petal. Let me just turn it around here. I'm happy with this rose. So this is going to be one of the roses in my set of roses. So here I have 3 small ones, but in this piece, I'm just going to paint 2 roses, but slightly bigger than the one on this page. And the reason for that is because I want you to see the details. So it's more of quality, not the quantity of the roses. I mean, at home you can paint as many roses as you want. And of course, as long as you want. It's up to you. But just to show you how to do it, I'm making the roses bigger. And I'm making sure that there's sufficient space between them so that you can see the details. So there's my spiral, my little spiral, which is not so little at this point. And then there's my first petal. Okay, so okay, as you can see here, this one is slightly pointing upwards, this rose. Okay, and the reason it appears that way is because the distance from the center to the end of the petals here is shorter than on this side. So if you want this one to appear as if it's pointed in this, a little bit in this direction, we have to have a wider area occupied by the petals here compared to this side. We can do that. Let's do that. Let me show you. Here. Okay. Okay, now. Okay, slightly thicker petal. And then we have one here as well, which is also slightly thicker than the rest. And then we go around. And then we throw a thin petal here. And then here, we draw another petal, but slightly thicker. There we go. And then here, we draw another petal, also slightly thicker than the other petals. And then here, a slightly thinner petal. And the difference in thickness actually shows the direction of the rose. So if you can see here that the center of the rose is here, it's slightly tilted upwards towards this direction because this is thicker in this area. Okay, after doing that, we will now work on the stem. Okay, the stem is very simple. It's just green. Okay, let me have some of that green in another area here, in another well. And I'm just going to get some yellow ochre because I want to change the kind of green that we have. Okay. Okay, perfect. I love this kind of green, the one mixed with yellow ochre. So I have it like that. I think I should have more color and less water for this one. But not a problem. And then this one. Okay, unlike the original where we had two independent stems, I've connected these two. And I am also going to put leaves here in this area. And the leaves, the style of leaves for this flower is similar to the flowers. So it's solid leaves, but with gaps, just like the flower, the petals with gaps. And then here, another one. Then it's okay if it bleeds in, that's fine. But as you can see, the motif remains the same. It's still solid leaves with gaps. Okay, that's half of the leaf. Okay, so we have one leaf. And I want to take advantage of this area to create the balance. To do that, I would need to have another leaf here, maybe a bigger one, so it catches more attention. And then here, also a big one. So we now have 2 leaves. And let me paint another one. And here we go. Here's our leaves, all balanced. Now we are still missing something. We need some green stuff here for the sepals. And also here. Again, for this type of style, it's all solid shapes. And there we go. There's another style that we've learned. So it's again very stylized, and it's again all about roses. I hope you enjoyed this session. So we have more to come on roses. See you in the next session. Bye-bye.